Hi Capricorn, welcome to Storytime with Tarot. Okay, I'm going to be doing you a September reading. We're going to do a Celtic Cross. We're playing with the Fairy Tarot cards. I have the Magical Unicorns with an Oracle message. We also have a message from your angels, and I'm going to finish off with an Oracle of the Fairies. Okay, Capricorn, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Is it a beautiful day? Let's have a look and see what the cards want to say. What's your story this September? Let's have a look. And you've got the Strength card. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness, and it's time to embrace how wonderful you are. It's a beautiful day. Okay, so we have the Strength card that we're talking about. What's your block then? The grace and inner strength, these are the words that are kind of jumping out. Grace, inner strength, kindness, forgiveness. The Four of Autumn. It's about building firm foundations. Or actually, I'm feeling it's more about not being able to let go of something. Okay, so it's like you're kind of hanging on to your misery, or you have been. It's time to let that go. Four of Autumn, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, and help out those who are less fortunate. The Strength card. So I feel as if, I don't really want to say wallowing in your own self-pity, in your own doom and gloom, your own woes. Come on with the words. Oh, the woe of life. And it's like, actually, if you spin that around, they say that the best way to help yourself out of a situation is to go and find someone who's in a worse situation than you and go and help them. So, okay. The Four of Autumn, we're going to delve a bit deeper here with this. It's something to do with your money. It feels very much as if I don't have the money, I can't really do anything. So I feel like money's a bit of a block here. I feel like this feminine's putting her foot on the money. On the floor here. She's kind of pointing to it. What is it that it's came out of? I mean, what is this here? This instrument? I don't know. Money, the root of all evil. Okay. Evil, if you turn that around, it spells live. It can kind of stop your lifestyle. It can stop your lifestyle. It can stump your lifestyle. Is that a stump of a tree? I did wonder. Looks like a stake. It's kind of been staked in the heart. I feel we're talking about money matters and how this affects your personality. That wasn't the word I was looking for. Your persona. How it affects your persona. I do feel like it's a feminine energy here. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the past. The Hermit. Again, another feminine here. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. So, okay. Find or be a mentor. I've picked up on you actually being the mentor, going out there and helping others. Help out those who are less fortunate. There's always someone worse off than you. Okay. But I feel like you need to get out of the blues first. The Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. I actually feel here, Capricorn, that you might have taken a break from society, and what's happened, it's really affected your income, your money. And I feel like it's changed your persona. So it's kind of really affected your mood. Okay. A commitment to your spiritual growth, which means it makes me feel as if you're going through like a spiritual transformation into love, unity. Okay. This is is the current energy. Princess of Summer. She's like on every one of these cards. It's all about love, not money. I don't have money on my mind. I do it for the love. Okay, so doing it for the love, not the money. Not the love of money, the love. The money will follow. Princess of Summer is your now energy. You're gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. So it feels like this inexperience here is kind of like, well, what do I do if I've got no money? Well, what's wrong with just being kind and generous and compassionate and loving and helpful? A new relationship or emotional experience. I feel it could be an emotional experience, and I feel that this could be the block to allowing, if you're looking for a new relationship, allowing this relationship to come in. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So you're taking all of this on your own shoulders. I do feel a very feminine energy coming through. We have unity that's in the current position as well. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So it really wouldn't do you any harm, like really no harm, to go and research about manifesting abundance. Okay, Abraham Hicks has some good stuff on that. So manifest money. How do I manifest money? And you'll realise it all comes down to what resides within you. And at the moment, I feel like there's some frustration. You're inexperienced, you're not sure what to do. Feels like you're walking a long, lonely road alone. Okay. So a spiritually minded community, I feel like you've got to do some research yourself. Find a mentor to latch onto. There's loads of them on YouTube. And then go out there and put that information that you learn into practice. Okay. Unity. It feels very much as if you're coming into this unity consciousness. I felt that there was a spiritual transformation. So you're coming from duality to oneness. Okay. Everything that you need resides within you. Let's look into the future. Now, seeing as I picked up on, like, this stake, it's all at stake, isn't it? Wow. Money can definitely affect our mood. Give someone who's poorly, like, lottery winnings and see their attitude change. That's how quickly money can change your mood. Okay, so the lack of money can make you quite sick, if you allow it to. This stake here that I felt was on the floor, so it's really taking me to like an energy vampire. So you're needing to let go of, the old ways maybe that you were told. It says do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. It's worth a go, isn't it? Okay, stop doing things the old way and try a different approach. And that's all to do with your mindset when it comes to money and what it provides you. It's like you're kind of saying, I'm not abundant if I don't have money. Money comes at the bottom of the list of the accumulation of riches. Let's have a look at what's assisting you behind the scenes. Sorry, this is going into the future. We've got the Three of Winter. Okay, the Three of Winter normally has three swords sticking out of a heart, and it means heartbreak, heartache. You're heartbroken. You feel crushed. But these swords are out of the heart, so that's a good sign. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, and sadness that will heal with time. So it feels like until you actually sort yourself out inside, it's going to reflect on the outside. Okay, so there's some work to do here. There's a bear that's coming out of his cave. I feel like this is actually not you, the bear. I feel that as you embrace this transition, which it is, this transition, you're going to automatically attract people, okay, who you're going to be able to help That's really going to help to raise your vibration so that you can attract the abundance and prosperity that you're so much seeking. You are seeking for this money. Let's have a look at your assistance behind the scenes. Six of Winter. Okay, the Six of Swords. It's time to move on. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. Now I feel like you feel all your horizons have been kind of like blocked. Because there's no funds to actually, to pay for them, these adventures. So positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. If you're putting all your attention on this, you're not going to attract it because it feels more of a lack mentality. So take your attention away from the money. Even though I feel that you've already done that and that's kind of panicked you. It's like, look what happened when I took my attention away from money and I started to work on me. Well, maybe just your practice of this was just out of alignment. I feel like there's a missing key here for you. And then the abundance will roll in. But it's about you healing you. Okay, how are you actually feeling about this situation? Nine of Summer. Okay, this is a good energy. This is the energy that you really want to kind of change it into. Your wishes come true, your dreams are fulfilled, and a magical time of life. You've got to believe in fairy godmothers. You have to believe that you're being watched over, and any form of rejection is protection, and everything is as it should be. So there's this magical energy that's swirling around you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I believe you can feel this love, but it feels like it's kind of overtaken your life, and now you're not focusing so much on like generating money, and I feel like this is just worrying you a little bit. How is this affecting others? Seven of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time and money. So this is very much about you're not allowed to be hasty. How this is affecting others? I'm not sure if you've got like a little boy, children, and that's what's worrying you. If you have a mother role here, we have a mother role to our world, but you kind of get what I mean. If you have a mother role here and you have dependents, children, this could be worrying you because they might be it might be rubbing off on them, seeing that I'm picking up on your energy changing because of money. So this is something that you don't want to worry your children either, but they are picking up on this worrying energy. It feels very much as if this is your opportunity to really be able to teach them. I wanted to call it a structure to follow when it comes to money. It's definitely a chain that you need to break here. The traditional way that things are done. And this is all going to just rely on faith. On your faith in this situation. Seven of Autumn. With the pumpkin here as well, I feel if you have children, Christmas time's coming up, you might be worrying about actual presents and everything. I do feel like something's going to change. Around autumn time, Halloween time. Let's have a look at your hopes or fears. Ten of Summer. That's a really good card. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. This is coming. You have to hold on to your faith here. The Ten of Cups, that's your happily ever after. You're normally paired up with someone who's very much as loving and like-minded as you. Raising children wisely, that's interesting, and people you can trust. So it feels very much, you're all alone here dealing with this, trying to be this role model. It feels like you might have financial issues at the moment. And this is just about you adopting a new way of thinking. And it feels very much as if you would really like your children to adopt these ways of thinking for their future thinking. Because we all at some point in our life we worry about money. And it can make you ill if you allow it to. And we don't want that for our children, do we? We want them to be able to embrace love and faith and trust that the universe knows what it's doing. Okay. Let's have a look at your outcome. People you can trust. Now, this is a point where everyone may lack trust in you. And I mean kind of everyone. If you're doing something that's not considered to be like the norm, you're going to be looked at as being a little bit irresponsible, immature and crazy. Okay, that's when your studying needs to come in to buoy your faith. And this is the moment when, you're absolutely certain and sure you know what you're doing. It's like you're quite structured, you're following the rules. If you do your research about abundance, how to be financially abundant, and I want to say tap into like spiritual advice when it comes to that. You got the King of Summer as the outcome. Now I feel that this is actually the partner that you're craving for. Princess of Summer, here you are in the current energy. I picked up on the unity energy here. And I feel that you want to attract someone that doesn't worry about money. That's kind of the last thing that you need, is another person worrying about money. So it's kind of, if you drop your worries, I don't feel like you've always been a worrier. Just something's happened and it feels like you're left alone to deal with this. If you drop your worries regarding money, okay, you're going to attract someone who doesn't worry about money. And the two of you will be very abundant. There is a King of Summer here, King of Cups. He's honourable, devoted, mature and warm-hearted. There's a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, and getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavour. If you don't trust yourself, how on earth can you expect others to trust you, whether that's your children, whether that's a partner or a romantic partner? You need to be able to trust yourself and know what direction you're going in. Okay? It's like no wavering. Quite a strong reading there for you, Capricorn. Okay. Let's have a look and see what the magical unicorns would like to say. Got to remember, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, you've got family culture. So it's really picking up on your beliefs that you've brought into your own life from others' lives and how others chose to live. There's this kind of energy of, has anyone ever actually told you another option when it comes to becoming financially successful? Family culture, not often. No one told me about this stuff. I kind of just stumbled across it, done my own research. It's like, I like this. I'm going to try this approach. Even though no one else I really know takes this approach. It's just like, no, it feels good. It feels good not to worry. You've just got to not let the worriers worry you. So, family culture. Let's have a look. Opened up to love. So I don't want to have money on my mind all the time. I'd rather have love on the mind. Okay. Family culture. Don't know where we're going. Towards the back of the book. Let's go to the F's. Your family's history. Sorry, first of all it says, learn more about your family stories and history. Now, okay, if you have children, you're obviously, you have your own legacy that you want to leave. Your own guidance, suggestions for your own children that they will go back and remember. Okay, and I feel that these are completely different to what you were told as you were growing up. So learn more about your family stories and history. Your family's history affects you in many ways. This card asks you to learn about the stories of your family's past. Find out which countries your parents and their relatives came from. How did they travel to their current location? What languages have been spoken and what jobs have your family members held? The answers to these questions and more will help you understand yourself better. You can also feel good about your heritage as you learn more about it. And learning about your family will help you feel closer to them. It might help you to understand why they have the mindset that they have and how maybe they were programmed growing up. We automatically just transfer our beliefs onto our children or the people that are within our immediate environment. Let's get some daily guidance from your angels. The ocean. Okay, now I'm feeling here with the Hermit energy. You have been trying to connect with yourself, work things out. Now it says the deep blue sea. Just you with the Hermit energy here. I just feel as if you're still very uncertain as to what to do. What's the right thing to do? Not just for you, although you do need to work out what the right thing to do for you is. There's more certainty of a positive outcome via that way, rather than worrying what's better for others. But I do feel as if what's the right thing to do for you, and also how do you represent yourself in front of your children? The ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. I'm going to read this card. When it said here about even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb, I feel like it's quite evident here that you have the mother role. Okay, and I actually feel like you would like to be mothered, rather than you having to be so mature and responsible. So this is about you tapping into the Divine Mother, where there's always guidance. If you allow yourself to go there, and you need to go into a quiet space to be able to connect. Okay. So the ocean. Ocean Drive was coming up. The ocean. Bit distracted. Whereabouts is the ocean in here? Oh, we've got the wrong book. See? Wrong book. This card comes to you because of your connection with the ocean. It's a sign that you need to spend more time near the sea, perhaps during a vacation or as a home base. The angels will help with this endeavour if you ask and allow them to. The ocean air and water inspires and heals you. It's like you could do with a day out at the beach. It's a beautiful day. Additional meanings for this card. Take sea salt baths to detoxify. If you're a showering kind of person, feels like you just shower everyone with gifts, and I feel maybe your resources have just kind of dried up. Okay, especially if you've got kids and they're used to kind of, you being the provider, and then all of a sudden you've taken some time out and it's like, I can't really provide to the point that I was before. Okay, where was we going with this? Oh, sea salt baths. So if you tend to be someone that actually if you have showers, you're really kind of saying you don't have time for baths. Oh, you need to make a time for a bath. Even if you just promise yourself once a week. Sunday's a good day to have a complete pampering day, okay? Or session, a complete pampering session. So make sure you're putting some sea salt, okay, in your bath. It's easy to get hold of, isn't it? Sea salt. You can get it from your local supermarket, so make sure you have some of that in the home. And I was taken to like a sea salt grinder, because you'd have to grind sea salt, wouldn't you? Like grind that into the bath. Okay. So take sea salt baths to detoxify. Drink more water. Okay, you might be dehydrated, so let's see if we can flush through some of your toxins. Connect with dolphins and other sea dwellers. You have an ocean-related past life. Well, you might have found out about that if you do some like kind of research on your family's history and stories. Not often do we even ask our family what their stories are, especially if it comes to our parents. Okay, it's like take time to get to know others. And I feel that by doing that, you're really going to get to know yourself. That doesn't just mean your family. It does kind of mean go out there and help others who are less fortunate. Learn a water sport, such as diving, sailing or snorkeling. I feel here as in you feel like you're going under. You're not going under, it's all right. You're just about to rise. The cream of the crop, rise to the top. Let me end with an oracle of the fairies. I heard, we've got two cards. I heard something click over there. Did something just click? We'll make sure we get the right book this time. I felt like you need to cross-reference some books. Okay, so just do some studying. Fairy spotting. Okay, you need to be a believer. And this is your energy here. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, and a magical time of life. Now, this is a position of how you're feeling about yourself. This is the energy that you need to kind of remain in. You have a magic wand. You have all the fairies around you. Are you spotting them yet? You do some research on that if you like. Fairy spotting. Well, I'm going to give you some info with this card. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing. But in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Okay, now here's your belief. So everyone would say, well, seeing is believing. No, when you believe it, then you'll see it. Not many people are prepared to adopt that and follow through with that. When you believe it, you will see it. They're like, no, I want to see the evidence now. It doesn't work like that. Never has done, and it never will. Just she wasn't told that. So fairy spotting. Let's get out and spot fairies. No one told you about the fairies and the unicorns? Or maybe they wasn't told or shown. Fairy spotting. Have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have, but you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. It's low, isn't it? I swear I even saw the shadow of that. Big fairy. It's probably a dragon. Do you want to talk about dragons? Another day, maybe. Okay. Have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have, but you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. Or perhaps you're a fully fledged believer. Or better still, a knower. That's what you need to be. You need to be in your knowing. You know what you're doing. And you know that fairies exist. Okay. So, have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have, but you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. Or perhaps you're a fully fledged believer, or better still, a knower. You know fairies exist. Fairies can appear to us in many different ways. Being sensitive and open to experiences is helpful when fairy spotting, as it allows us to be more receptive to seeing these magical spirits of nature. They very often appear as flashes of light, darting around wooded areas or gardens, or, if you're really lucky, inside your home. They can also manifest just outside your line of sight, often in the corner of your field of vision, so you're not totally sure if there's anything there at all. Sometimes they can be felt intuitively, seen only in your mind's eye. They may also bring a flowery scent or an unusual smell, rather like toffee apples or popcorn. When they appear in their full form, it's a true privilege, for they're rightly wary of humans. You could try photographing fairies, even if you can't see them with your own eyes. A camera can often pick up a fairy essence, which may appear as a beam of light or a tiny orb. The best place to do this is out in nature, either in your garden or in woodland. Midsummer's Eve is a particularly good time to look for fairies. You're most likely to see a fairy if you care about nature and the environment, as they'll be more willing to connect with you. You've got to believe in them before you can see them. Fairy spotting. We all have them photographs with the orbs in, don't we? We just kind of push it away with, oh, it's just the reflection of the light, or some people say that they're angels. Some people don't even notice them. Solitude. Well, yes, you have been in the hermit energy, and it feels very much as if you want to change that and push. It's like you want to try it, maybe going back to an old approach that you would have had to generate money, and solitude is where really you're going to find the most beneficial guidance. This is to do with acceptance. If you keep doing things the old way, nothing's really going to change. So think of being alone as meaning you are all one. And we're picking up on this unity consciousness here. So think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Yes, they are. But will you delve there? Delve deep within to actually kind of make sense to what I'm trying to tell you here in this reading, which may be completely different to what you've heard before. So, solitude. Let's finish with this card. Sometimes when we think of being alone, it can bring a fear of feeling lonely or melancholy, as we often associate being alone with these feelings. Here's the good news. It really is okay to be alone, being comfortable in your own skin and in your own beautiful company. How free does this make you feel to know this? Tuning in to the deep places within, where our inner treasures reside, can be a profound and enlightening experience. The spiritual essence of this experience is peace, peace within and without. Experiencing true peace is also something that can only happen when we spend precious time in solitude, in contemplation or meditation, even if it's for only a few minutes each day. When we're out of balance, being alone can make us feel lonely and sorry for ourselves, and we might still feel like this even when we're in company. Counterbalance this by observing your blessings, and it won't be long before you're in a state of gratitude for your own divine company. If this card has popped up for you today, the fairies are urging you to take some time out and spend it alone. It's in such moments of being alone that the messages of the fairies can come through more clearly. The increased spiritual space enables you to be more receptive and aware of any subtle messages and signs from the fairy realm. Alternatively, this card might be saying that you're spending too much time alone, so consider this too. You can make your own judgment on that one. Okay, Capricorn, let's leave your reading now. I wish you a very loving, peaceful September, where it feels very much as if you're going to really be able to go in and find you, and trust in your findings. Okay, Capricorn, take care. Much love. Bye for now.